With the bikes, you don't have to register it. You don't have an ongoing insurance payment. They don't use gas. Once you have a bike, it's yours as long as you keep it going. To build one bike from, say, when I would get the bare frame, then scrounge up some parts, put it all together, could take a few months. If the frame isn't bent or too badly damaged, I can start with a bare frame and work from there. Or I'll take a bike that's been thrown out or junked, and there'll be a lot of parts on it that are good, and I can bring it back that way. And then collect all the other parts that I don't use for later use. For inspiration, I always look back at the hot rods from the 50s, where cars had a lot more style back then. So did bicycles. I can't afford any of those bikes that really have high style from back then, but I can make bikes along that line. When I need parts, I'll go to the junk shops, thrift stores, and sometimes at the market. I'll go through, and if I see some bike parts, even though I don't have a use for it right now, I'll buy them and take them with me. When I went to the junk shop, they looked at me like I'm crazy, and they wonder, why am I buying junk? Because not many people will take a frame and make a bike out of it. They'll just buy a new bike or buy a used bike. But there's a lot of them in the junkyard, and they're still good. I'm actually reusing those parts. Sometimes I'm repurposing them into something else, but actually they're getting reused and recycled. And then for some family members, I can provide them with a bike. I've done that a couple times now where they need a bike and I just happen to have one there, or I can build one that they need for their purposes. And I've had a couple special projects I've worked on. I took an old frame, and from ideas I wanted to make a scooter, but make it large for adults. So I made this scooter, and I just finished it. I painted it to make it look like it's made from bamboo, and I used an old skateboard to make the plate for it. So I haven't tested it yet, but that's my latest. Since I'm retired now from the military and different jobs, this keeps me busy, because it's like they say, when you retire, you'll find yourself with nothing to do. Well, out here in this shop, I can stay busy for a long time. I got a lot of different things I do out here. Along with bikes, I can also repair things, fix things in the house. Well, I plan to keep doing this as long as I can, which should be a while, because even when I'm not able to ride a bike anymore, I can still work on them. I just have to have a chair to sit in and my tools to work with.